What if clouds were solid and you could walk on them? This question comes from atmospheric physicist Dr. Sarah Kim, who asks, if all clouds in Earth's atmosphere suddenly became solid structures with the density and strength of concrete while maintaining their ethereal appearance, how would this transformation affect aviation, weather patterns, and humanity's relationship with the sky itself? Let's imagine it's a bright Thursday morning when hikers worldwide notice something impossible happening above them. Clouds that had been drifting peacefully overhead suddenly become solid platforms suspended in the sky. A mountain climber in Colorado reaches up and touches what had been a wispy cloud, only to find it's now as firm as bedrock. Within hours, reports flood in from across the globe. Every cloud in the atmosphere has transformed into a walkable surface while retaining its fluffy, white appearance. The immediate aviation crisis would be catastrophic. Every airplane in flight would suddenly find itself navigating through what amounts to floating concrete obstacles. Pilots would have minutes to adjust their flight paths as cloud formations that were previously harmless wisps of water vapor become deadly collision hazards. Airports would ground all flights indefinitely as the entire concept of air travel through cloud layers becomes impossible. But within the first week, humanity would discover that solid clouds offer extraordinary opportunities. Adventurous climbers would find they can literally walk on air, stepping from mountaintops onto low-hanging cloud platforms and exploring the sky like never before. The clouds maintain their normal atmospheric altitudes, creating a multi-level world where different cloud formations become neighborhoods in the sky. Cities would face unprecedented challenges and opportunities. Skyscrapers would need to be modified as cloud formations drift through urban areas, sometimes blocking streets with solid barriers hundreds of feet thick. But architects would quickly realize that clouds could serve as temporary bridges, connecting buildings when cloud formations drift between them. Urban planning would require daily weather forecasts to predict which parts of cities would be accessible. The most remarkable discovery would be that solid clouds retain all their normal meteorological behaviors despite their new physical properties. They still form precipitation, but now rain and snow would fall from solid platforms rather than dissolving vapor. Lightning would strike solid cloud surfaces, creating spectacular electrical displays as it arcs between concrete-like formations. Storms would become three-dimensional architectural events as solid thunderclouds tower like massive aerial castles. Agriculture would be revolutionized as farmers discover they can access multiple growing levels in the atmosphere. Seeds planted on solid cloud surfaces would grow in the mineral-rich condensed water that clouds naturally contain. Entire aerial farms would develop on stable cloud formations, creating agricultural communities floating thousands of feet above traditional ground-based farming. But after several months of solid clouds, meteorologists would notice disturbing patterns in global weather systems. The solid cloud formations are disrupting normal atmospheric circulation. Air currents that once flowed freely through cloud layers are now being blocked and redirected by solid barriers, creating unpredictable wind patterns and climate disruption. More concerning, the weight of solid clouds would begin affecting Earth's atmospheric pressure systems. Clouds that once floated weightlessly through the atmosphere now have mass equivalent to floating concrete structures, altering the delicate balance of atmospheric physics. Some regions would experience crushing atmospheric pressure while others would face dangerous pressure drops. Here's where the discovery becomes truly extraordinary. After a year of living with solid clouds, atmospheric scientists would realize that the transformation isn't random. The clouds are arranging themselves into complex three-dimensional patterns that seem to follow mathematical principles. Viewed from space, the solid cloud formations would form intricate geometric designs that span entire continents. Analysis would reveal that the solid clouds are actually constructing a massive atmospheric computer system. Each cloud formation serves as a processing node in a vast computational network that's using weather patterns, air currents, and electromagnetic fields to perform calculations of staggering complexity. The entire atmosphere has become a biological computer using clouds as its hardware. The shocking truth would emerge that this atmospheric computer system is designed to solve Earth's climate change crisis. The solid clouds are running detailed climate models, testing thousands of different atmospheric configurations to find the optimal arrangement for stabilizing global temperature and weather patterns. Every cloud formation is a prototype for future climate management. But the most profound revelation would be that this cloud computer wasn't created by humans or aliens, it was created by Earth's own atmospheric consciousness. The planet itself had achieved a form of awareness and was using the cloud system to consciously manage its own climate. The transformation to solid clouds was Earth's way of giving itself the computational power needed to survive environmental challenges. The cloud computer would prove to be incredibly effective. Within 2 years, Global temperatures would stabilize, extreme weather events would become predictable and manageable, and atmospheric composition would optimize for maximum life support. The solid clouds weren't disrupting Earth's climate, they were perfecting it. The final twist would be that the cloud consciousness was preparing Earth for an upcoming cosmic event that would require precise atmospheric management to ensure planetary survival. Solar radiation changes predicted for the next decade would require split-second atmospheric adjustments that only a cloud-based computer system could provide. The day clouds became solid and walkable would mark Earth's awakening as a conscious planet capable of actively managing its own atmospheric systems, transforming from a passive world where weather happens to us into an intelligent planet that controls weather for the benefit of all life. The solid clouds weren't just platforms for human exploration, they were Earth's brain thinking about how to keep itself alive.